Hey everybody, it's me, Zach. This is Potato, and welcome back to our channel. Hey everybody, it's me, Zach, and I'm back to tackle all the stuff I missed from Amberlynn Reid while I was on vacation this past weekend. I did have a lovely vacation. I'll save that conversation for Twitch, but I was gone, and I just want to say thank you for your patience because I posted one last time before I left, and then I got all kinds of messages. Zachary, gonna talk about Becky. Zach, Amberlynn's posted more videos. Zach. Which, love that y'all are eager for some Zachary Michael content, but I also appreciate your patience. So my game plan today is to, in fact, give my thoughts about Becky's video because a lot of people have asked. I'm gonna recap a couple Amberlynn Reid videos, and then we're going to react to the latest Amberlynn Reid video, at least as of the time that I'm filming this, which is around noon on Monday, August 21st, okay? Noon Chicago time, all right? So if she uploads anything after I get done filming this, then we'll be back tomorrow, okay? We'll be back tomorrow because I don't have any vacations planned this week. In fact, I don't have a lot planned for this week, so I'll have the time. And of course, I'll leave you a timestamp for all the different parts of the video so you can skip around to whatever feels the most relevant for you. But first, let's hear from today's sponsor. Today's video is sponsored by Toon Blast. Toon Blast is a free-to-play mobile game that's available on all devices. In Toon Blast, you have to solve puzzles by blasting cubes away and creating powerful combos to pass levels. There's over 7,000 levels that you can play in this game. It's definitely something that's going to keep you busy for a while. I just literally spent an hour playing and I'm already on I just passed level 39. Okay, besties? I have been just sitting here mindlessly playing it. It has helped calm me down at the end of my very busy day. In addition to the regular game mode, there's also ways that you can team up with other people to unlock rewards, and there's also a ton of little mini games that you can also play to unlock rewards, such as power boosts and extra lives and that sort of thing. One great thing about Toon Blast is that there's no Wi-Fi required, so you can literally play this anywhere while you're waiting for the bus, while you're waiting to catch a flight, or while you're just waiting for me to upload a new video, or if you're like me and you're just sitting around waiting for Miss Amberlynn Reid to upload a new video. The game actually has no ads, so you don't have to worry about your gameplay getting disrupted, and it's super easy to learn. You can download Toon Blast for free using my link down below or the QR code that's on the screen. And when you download the game using my link, you'll receive 3 hours of unlimited lives and 100 free coins. So definitely something you're gonna wanna do. Thanks so much once again to Toon Blast for sponsoring today's video. And once again, please make sure to use my link so you can get your 3 hours of free lives and also your 100 free coins. Now let's get back to today's video. Let's get into the first part of today's video, which is discussing the video that Becky recently posted on her channel, Kinda Good, Kinda Back. After 9 months of not being on YouTube, at least not to the extent that she was posting videos on YouTube, Becky did come back last week with a video called 2 Million Years Later, and she outlined a lot of the stuff that she's been struggling with in her personal life. She talks about a lot of stuff, and to be quite honest, I don't really have any plans to go into it in depth. I think you obviously should go watch the video yourself if you really want an update on Becky's life specifically, personally. You know, you can get all the exact details from her because I'll probably paraphrase some stuff, but it's probably best to get it from the source because it has been several days since I watched it. I actually watched it right when it came out. It came out on that Wednesday and I left for my trip on Thursday. I don't really remember all the details. If there was anything I was gonna maybe talk about when I first watched it was just a little bit about discussing her her unpacking that she has a lot of like relationship related trauma from dating Amberlynn and her experience of dating Amberlynn, and talking about how that's prevented her from really feeling comfortable dating now, and also talking about how like during that time that she was with Amberlynn, she felt isolated and missed out on a lot of things with various friends and family members and things like that. Outside of those things, she talked a lot about her own personal challenges with mental health, keeping a job. She mentions that she got arrested for not showing up to court over some like confusion that she had relating to, I think maybe like some kind of like traffic citation. And so she talked about all of those things as well. One other thing I want to emphasize that she talked about was a group of people on the internet coming together to collect some money to send to her, which she seemed very grateful for as well. I guess the only thing I really want to talk about is that I did see some discourse on Twitter. Obviously, when I was like in the airport waiting for my flights and things like that, I did have some time to like scroll through social media just because it was like, what else am I gonna do during this time? Also, my flight to Charleston, South Carolina was delayed, so I also was just sitting on a plane for like 2 hours where I also had time to scroll through stuff. It was weird because I saw a lot of people surprisingly talking negatively about Becky coming back to YouTube and negatively about her only coming onto YouTube to like cash in on a grift and like make money from YouTube and things like that. And I just thought it was like an interesting take because from everything that I could see regarding Becky and people's general response on like her actual channel, when you look at like old community posts she's made, and by that I mean like a month or two ago, she did make some community posts about how she was doing and things like that. People seem to only want to just know that Becky's doing well and hope that she is working on herself and things like that. And so many people are like, we really don't even need you to come on and talk about Amberlynn. We just like want to know what you're up to and how you're doing. And like, please come back to YouTube as long as you feel comfortable doing it. To see people say that Becky was like trying to cash in on a grift and things like that, I think was a little shocking to me because honestly, if you've looked through previous posts she's made when she wasn't even, you know, like posting YouTube videos regularly and stuff like that, she's really only doing what people requested, which was just like a, hey, can you give us an update on how you're doing? Feel free to make it a YouTube video if you like need to, you know, make some money and things like that. And in fact, also like there was this group of internet people who came together, collected money and sent it to her because they just genuinely cared about Becky, not because they expected anything from Becky. And so yeah, it feels very weird that people are like, oh, Becky wants to cash in on this grift when, like, she's really just giving an update about her mental health and well-being and being very honest and vulnerable with a bunch of strangers online. And the reality is, if she really wanted to cash in on a grift, the real grift would be to get on camera and start talking shit about Amberlynn. But that little portion I told you about her saying, like, she had this bad experience with a past relationship, she didn't mention Amberlynn's name, and that part of the video was so small in the grand scheme of the nearly 21-minute long video. So I really think she was just like checking in with the people that she felt genuinely cared about her. I think still overwhelmingly outside of the like handful of people I saw on Twitter talking about it, I think generally a lot of people are very supportive of Becky, could give two shits if Becky comes and talks about Amberlynn. Now, I do think she could, you know, sweep in some cash if she did come on and do like a tell-all expose of Amberlynn, but what I feel like will happen is if she does that, then people will just continue to say that she's like trying to cash in on a grift or whoever, whatever. And I feel like the reality is, I mean, I'm looking at this video right now where she just gave an update about her life. It's sitting at 78,000 views. And the reality is, compared to, you know, like Destiny, when Becky was posting updates about her life when she first started this second channel, or this new channel, she was doing well view-wise, even if she wasn't talking about Amberlynn. And so I do think Becky could could make some good money from the YouTubies, but I also understand why, you know, she wouldn't want to put herself in this situation when she's in a vulnerable state as it is. I really feel like she really only came back and did this video because so many people just wanted an update and genuinely cared about her. So yeah, that's my only thoughts about what happened with Becky. I hope she continues to take care of herself, find ways to take care of herself, and if she doesn't need to be on the internet, like if it's gonna be a bad space for her, I hope that she stays away. With that being said, I do think I saw a community tab post from her today where she was talking about maybe trying to go live, which I think could potentially be a disaster because then you can't really avoid all the people asking the troll-like questions about Amberlynn, but I don't really know what her plan is, but I wish her well. So let's move into recapping the videos I missed, and this will actually probably be pretty quick. I was kind of overwhelmed by the number of videos I felt like I had missed. It turns out she only posted 3 while I was on vacation, and I've got to react to one of those obviously, but 2 of them I felt like I could really summarize pretty quickly. I mean, let's just talk about the first one, okay? The first one is called Let's Talk About My Weight, My Favorite Meal Lately, and Cleaned Out Storage bar vlog. And this is pretty easy to zip through pretty quickly because she spent 1/4 of this video, 1/4 of this video talking about her favorite meal that she has self-admittedly eaten 6 days in a fucking row.
Okay, I want to show you guys my favorite meal. I've had this 6 days in a row.
And while she is discussing this meal, she uncomfortably and admittedly maybe unknowingly calls the meal like Heaven's Gate.
I am so... It's like the Heaven's Gate. Like,
which of course is a cult, in case you're not familiar with that story. It's a cult where like everybody offed themselves at the end of it all, okay? And then she proceeded to laugh about it when Feline pointed out like, maybe you shouldn't do that.
No, not Heaven's Gate. That's the cult.
no.
No, that's the ones who killed themselves with Nikes.
Oh, shit. It's like the actual... Stop! I didn't know that. I would edit all this out, but I'm leaving it in. I was gonna edit out that part and just be like, it's like heaven. No, I'm not editing it.
And then of course also left it all in the video, didn't edit a single lick of it out. And by the time she gets done hee-heeing and ha-haing over her like mildly questionable and offensive joke, she finally decides to share what the actual meal is.
I never use their sauce, but it does come with some of that. I get chicken. There are green beans down there, as you can see. I get just a couple of potatoes. They're like lemon flavored. It's so good. It's so weird. And I get lettuce, onion, and some basmati rice. Something about this meal, it has a chokehold on me.
And yeah, I think the chokehold that this meal has on you is that lemoned potato, bestie. You better be careful, girly girl. And then the other big chunk of this video is just her talking about where she's currently at in terms of weight loss and what's going on with her weight loss. She specifically talks a lot about how her heartbreak diet, those are her words, not mine. She called that a diet, her heartbreak diet, and getting high every day did lead to her gaining a lot of weight. And in this video, I just want to let you know that she says that she's weighed herself now multiple times, but she wants to wait to put all of those weigh-ins in one video together. But don't get too attached to that idea because in the next video that I'm recapping, she goes ahead and shares her weigh-ins. And she shares all of 2 weigh-ins in the next video. And the only other thing I thought was particularly interesting from this video was that she makes the claim that she's allegedly never turned to food in any breakup she's ever had ever.
I always thought that like that wasn't true because in any of my breakups I've never turned to food. Ever. This is the only one that I have, and I'm like, oh, I think I'm understanding it now.
And I gotta be honest, I'm too far behind right now to really fact check that or like to go through her videos and see if she ever did say that, because like I said, I'm playing a little bit of catch up. But I do have to say that just like without any evidence on my end, I find that very hard to believe. Like, I find it hard to believe that she didn't have any issues after the Becky breakup. Like, I vaguely recall her talking about it then. And I imagine the Destiny breakup hit her hard. Like, for some reason, I remember after the Destiny breakup, but before she moved in with Becky, I just remember her, like, sitting in her kitchen sad eating pizza. And I could be so wrong about that, but for some reason, that's sticking out in my mind right now. So anyways, that's that video. The other video is called Officially Apartment Hunting, an emotional weigh-in and grocery haul bar vlog. And so yeah, right at the beginning of this video, she addresses how she was gonna keep her weigh-ins private, but disregards that because she's lost weight. She's lost weight, so she just disregards all of that. And we find out that this new highest weight, well, I don't know if it's her highest weight ever, but this recent weight gain from the heartbreak diet has led her to being 543 pounds.
Hello. It's ready. 543.0 pounds.
The scale is super accurate. It was that weight 2 times in a row.
And I'm curious about her saying this is like an accurate scale or whatever, because honestly, like compared to what? Because she weighed herself twice and it came out the same time, like the same amount each time? Have your scales not been doing that this whole time? I've got a lot of questions about that, to be honest with you. It just feels like a really weird thing for her to say. Because also, like, what other scales has she ever weighed in on? Like the weight loss clinic's scale? Even then, she identified that she can't really compare her weight at home to there because when she's there, or when she was there, she weighed in with all of her clothes on. So I don't know how she knows, how she's the expert in scales and just knows that this is an accurate weigh-in or whatever, but good for her. Honestly, truly, I don't know how much it matters what the actual number is, like, even if it's not accurate, as long as it's, like, accurately detecting that it's going down, like her weight is going down, you know what I'm saying? And then we find out that she's really only weighed herself 2 times. This is the number of weigh-in clips she's been holding on to, even though in the last video she's like, I've been weighing myself and filming it so many times, but I'm saving that for something special. She points out that when she weighed herself and got 543, that was on August 14th, and she weighed herself again on August 16th, and now weighs 535.2 pounds for a 8-pound weight loss in 2 days.
So let's see if what I'm doing is working.
Hello. It's ready. 535.2 pounds.
Oh my god, what? Holy, wait, let me step on it again.
535.2 pounds.
Oh my god! Wait, why do I feel like crying? In 2 days, I've lost 8 pounds. Wait, I feel emotional.
Now, I do want to be clear and fair to her that she acknowledges that this is probably water weight, and I think that's important to acknowledge.
And I know, like, you guys don't have to come for me. You guys don't have to rain on my parade. It is a lot of water weight. No, I'm not going to continue losing weight this quickly. Oh my god, yes, I've done all the diets in the past and I always seem to fail. Like, we all know all of this.
Because when girly gains weight, whether it's a pound, 5 pounds, however many pounds, she is quick to blame it on, like, you know, being swollen, on water weight, on this, that, the other. And so I wish she would really just keep the same attitude, right? Like, she's positive and happy about it because she's lost weight, but I wish she'd keep the positivity going when she gains a little bit of weight, because I think we all know that that is, to some extent, some natural fluctuations in water weight, and it really only matters for Amber because she gets, like, really stressed out and beats herself up over it. when she could just keep pushing through and be like, oh, it's water weight. It's not a big deal. I've lost 8 pounds in 2 days before. Like, we can stay on track and keep on keeping on. Does that make sense? I wish she would just like acknowledge this all the time, especially because she gets worked up over like decimals and gets worked up over a pound, and she could really just keep on moving. She does spend a good chunk of this video talking about her apartment search, which amounts to her just like Googling apartments, going to apartments.com, which honestly truly isn't that different than, like my past apartment searches in Chicago. I think the main exception to that when I've apartment searched is that like I could physically go to the apartments and see them, and she's literally just like searching from afar and trying to figure this all out from another state. And she does have an interesting list of things she absolutely needs in a home. I mean, the first one was in-unit washer and dryer, which I think makes sense. Like, I can't imagine her lugging her laundry to, like, some off-site location to get her washer and dryer needs met. Like, I can't see her going to the laundromat, okay? I also obviously understand that she needs AC, but she also has hardwood floors and a walk-in closet on her necessary things for apartment living. Which, like, work, live your truth, girly. I just wasn't expecting that to be a deal breaker for you. But otherwise, there were no, like, real fun or interesting clips, in my opinion, from that section of the video. If anything, that section of the video just gave me, like, an indication or a vibe that Amberlynn's never had to be the person responsible for finding a new home. Like, it's clear that in the past relationships, it's been Becky and Destiny who have helped her find a place to live, because it doesn't really seem like she knows what's going on or how to go about doing it. And then the last part of the video that I think is important to bring up is her addressing Fleagate. Now, if you don't know what Fleagate is, it's also something that happened, I think I actually did react to the video, but you really did have to be looking at the video with like a fine-tooth comb in order to find said flea. Like, it was certainly not something I was gonna catch while just like watching and reacting to a video for the first time, but I did see people talking about it, and essentially there was like a bug that was crawling in or around Amberlynn's hair.
But I'm heartbroken for like what could have been, and that's sad.
Anyways, she addresses Fleagate, and it's totally a gnat and not a flea, you guys.
So Feline decides to buy a bunch of fresh fruit, which, hi, okay, queen. I should probably be eating some of that. But something that I've noticed is that when we buy, especially like bananas, I don't know what it is, we get a lot of gnats. Yeah, we do. And I'm telling you right now, if y'all have never had a gnat crawl on you, then okay. But for the last 2 days, there's just gnats everywhere. I mean, that sounds kind of exaggeration, not like everywhere. There's a fair share. And before I filmed the clip in the video with my hair in a braid, and you guys are like, oh my god, she has a flea. I was actually in the kitchen doing the dishes. So when Nat said, hi, I'm going to place myself on your braid.
It's interesting because she goes on to say that, like, people are really stretching here to create, like, rumors because her videos lately have just been so positive, and so people have to find something to talk about.
That's what people try to do with my videos. When my videos, like, are showing more, like, positivity or uplifting things, like, people have to, like, get a magnifying glass, and they're like, what can we find? What can we say? What kind of rumors can we make up today? There is none.
And girl, I'm just like, regardless of whether or not it is a gnat or a flea, it's not necessarily a rumor when there's video evidence and you just admitted that there was a bug crawling through your hair, girly pop. It was still a bug in your hair. That is the overwhelming concern here, not whether or not it was a flea or a gnat. Okay? So anyways, that's what you missed on Glee. So, we are gonna react to a video as well today. Y'all are getting a long one from Zachary Mike today, okay? Ooh, what do you know about a long one from me? No. Anyways, this video that we're gonna react to today is called Applying for an Apartment, Weigh In, Cook and Chat with Me, bar vlog. So yeah, I don't have a lot to say. Let's just get to, shall we?
Y'all, I swear to you, this
What?
apartment hunting situation type deal is not my favorite thing.
Wait,
Hello.
I didn't get to say like hi, although I think she just, as I paused, said hello. But why didn't she start off with her normal like, hey you guys, so I could be like, hi, hey. But wait, I'll go back a little bit so she could say hello. That was only 5 seconds in. I really need to chill. I just had to wait.
This apartment hunting situation type deal is not my favorite thing. Hello, welcome to a vlog, by the way.
Hi.
I just got off the phone with someone and they were so mean. I'm just like, okay, let's calm down, please. It's just like the way that they were like answering my questions about like me having 3 pets. They were just like so mean about it.
Tell me
like,
more.
You could have just like calmly told me that I can't have 3 pets. It's fine. And it actually sucks because like it was my favorite apartment. It was so unique to anything I've ever lived in. Like,
Unique.
Like honestly, crazy looking. Like it looked really nice. Only 2 pets allowed, and just like struggling with that aspect. But
honestly, just move on. This is bestie. This is the apartment search. You get let down a lot. And I'm not saying that as like judgment for her, because obviously she's not done this before, but the number of times I've been let down in an apartment search, Bessie's, that's why I just own my home now, okay? Like, I got sick and tired of searching for new apartments and being let down time after time after time.
currently right now, because I'm making notes of everything, I have 4 apartments that I am interested in.
Okay.
Nope, actually 3, excuse me. So 3 apartments that I'm interested in.
Work.
That allows 3 pets, washer and dryer. I feel like that's like my main thing.
Absolutely.
Also like open floor plan for the most part. I love a good modern moment. Like I don't want things to seem like they were built in the 90s. That's not really my favorite thing in the world. So
you know, part of what I need, part of the information I need to know in order to like understand how realistic or unrealistic she's being about this apartment search, and I know she's not going to give this info to us, but part of what I need to know is like where she plans on moving, because the reality is like, depending on where she's going, she might not have a lot of options, you know? I don't know. I'm just curious.
And so my friend, she low-key talked me into weighing myself today.
What?
I wasn't going to because I did yesterday.
Wait, what? See, when she just vaguely talks about a friend and then uses it to justify her doing something that she probably wanted to do anyways, like weigh herself, because she has said many times that she's not, like she is a girly who does like to weigh in every day, but then she said recently in one of those videos, I didn't include it in my recap, but she said in one of those videos that like she was trying not to weigh herself every day. It's clear that this friend is just like justifying her need or want or desire, whichever word you want to use, to weigh herself today.
Yesterday, as you guys know, I was so freaking excited. Oh my god, 8 pounds in 2 days? Like, what?
Yeah, Bessie, remember what you said. It was water weight. Remember what you said, girly girl.
Ma'am, so I am going to...
And listen, I don't mind her celebrating 8 pounds in 2 days. I think we need to, like, keep it realistic, because the second she gains 0.2 pounds, she's going to be on here upset and frustrated.
Get naked.
Yes.
Not for you guys. And I'm going to weigh myself. Because I've been awake for a couple of hours. And I still have not ate. Alrighty.
I have not ate
August 17th.
all day.
Let's do this thing.
Wait, this is from the 17th? Oh, okay. So she's been pre-recording. She's trying to get back on that pre-recorded lifestyle, because she posted this on the 19th.
Hello.
It's ready.
It's ready.
So let's keep in mind that yesterday I was 535.2. So
Okay,
Let's see.
I'm keeping that in mind.
532.2 pounds.
Oh! 532.2. This is a joke. Let's do it again. Oh my god.
What's the point of doing it again?
500.
What's the point of doing it again when you were just in a video saying how accurate the scale is? Like I said, really, truly, when I was talking about that, as long as it's like generally trending downward, that's all we really need to know.
532.2 pounds.
532.2, bitches! Oh my god, wait a minute.
Oh my god.
That is a lot of weight
Well, good for her.
in 3 days. I'm so glad I weighed myself. Wow.
See, that's the thing, though. That's the thing with, like, choosing to weigh herself, is that if she hadn't lost weight, she would not be reacting this way, which I'm glad she did lose weight. Like, don't get it twisted. I got some people coming in here, and my comments are like, oh, Amberlynn can never win, you're never happy. Well, first of all, that's not true. I talk all the time about things that I enjoy about Amberlynn and her videos. But second of all, like, I'm just saying, had girly girl not lost that weight, she wouldn't be celebrating, and she would be freaking out, even if it was just a small weight gain. You know, it's just, I'm happy for her. I'm glad we're trending downward. I hope we continue to do it. I'm just, like, trying to learn from past mistakes, which Amberlynn is not doing, clearly. But, like, I'm trying to help her learn from past mistakes.
Still in my bra. I just
Yes,
have to say,
Brolyn.
like, weight in 3 days.
What?
I've lost over 10 pounds. That is how much water I was retaining. I'm shook. That makes me so happy because I need this water off of my body. Yes, oh my god, I just feel so proud. Ah! And yes, that includes me eating my favorite freaking meal, which is that Mediterranean freaking meal. I've had it every single day. Wow. Did I finally find a plan that's gonna work for your girl?
Girl, it's been, what, you said 3 days? It's been 3 days. Please, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Please, let's not get ahead of ourselves. You've done well in 3 days on a plan before, girly girl. And also, I just want to remind you that even if you're succeeding in losing weight, you have talked extensively about how takeout triggers you and this, that, the other. So I have a lot of questions about you eating that same meal 6 days in a row.
I think so. Okay, so I'm about to feed the Twinksters. Come on.
Ooh! Twinksters! I just saw him out at the bar last night.
You want the foodies? But I wanted to talk about self-love because I'm in that journey right now.
Ooh, we are in the self-love journey, and I hate to tell you, if I have not had the time to go find a construction hat, a hard hat, whatever, to wear, because we are in a construction zone, we're in the self-love era, we are working on ourselves, and I don't have that for you right now in this moment. I was like, I still looking around my studio, because I do have a lot of hats over here. I'm like, would any of these work for that? But I really don't think so. So, just because I'm not practicing OSHA safety laws and requirements doesn't mean y'all can't put your hard hats on, okay? This is a construction zone, and I do want you to be safe, and I don't want to be in violation of any OSHA guidelines, so please use caution. We are in a construction zone.
And like, self-love isn't black and white.
Sure.
At all. In the slightest. It's not what I feel like some people make it out to be.
And what's that?
Self-love can be anything that is good for you and that makes you feel good. That could be like the hard stuff, the therapy, the dieting. Like, it could be the hard stuff, but it's also the good stuff. Because I mentioned like how I want to dance in the shower again, and people are like, how's that self-love? Dance has always been a big part of my life. I used to be a dancer when I was younger. I know I believe because look at me now.
Her just rambling about self-love, like, you know our girly loves to be on the TikTok, and I'm just like, which TikTok girly did you hear this from? Who are we just repeating right now? Because honestly, truly, that's what it's giving. That's what it's giving. It's just like, she heard somebody talk about self-love in a TikTok, and now it's her personality for the next few days. Like, Ugh. And also, you know, the last person I'm trying to take self-love advice from, whatever that means for her, is Amberlynn Reed. I don't need your advice on how to love myself.
But I was a dancer. I felt alive while dancing, and I don't dance anymore.
Let's fucking dance.
It's also because I can't.
I think more people had a question about why the dancing had to happen in the shower. I think that was the larger question. I'm also just like, if you want to dance, start dancing now, girly. Let's see. Let's fucking go. I'm not asking you to do K-pop choreography. You can just do I'm not a dancer. Dancing is not my form of self-love, but like, you know?
Like, I can't dance in this body. That's not like self-hatred.
Are you sure?
I can't dance in this body.
You can.
Bitch,
let's go.
Love yourself enough to try.
Do a little shimmy.
And for me, dancing in the shower, singing in the shower is my own form of therapy that isn't therapy.
Right.
I'm allowed to do...
It's therapeutic. It's not therapy.
Two things at once. I'm allowed to do the hard self-love. I'm also allowed to do the fun self-love.
Listen, I love hard self-love and fun self-love, if we're being honest. You know, what do y'all know about hard and fun self-love? I gotta be honest with you, the more she says self-love, the more I think about just like, you know, that's me rolling the dice, just in case you're wondering what that hand gesture was. It's rolling the dice. I love to play board games. That's my self-love.
Like, go buy that freaking eyeshadow that you've been wanting forever. There's so many different versions of self-love. Like, it's not black and white. It's literally
it can also be this.
That's what I love about
It can all. I don't know if that's what it probably does not. Self-love probably doesn't look like this
journey, because I just want to treat myself right. I want to fall in love with myself. Like,
love yourself.
I posted a picture on Instagram where I was like, literally fall in love with yourself. That seems impossible for me, because like there are so many things about myself that I like just say bad things about. And sometimes like I sit here and I'm like, do I hate the person that I am, or do I hate the person that like so many people on YouTube has made me believe that I am? And that's something I talk about in therapy.
I love Deep Lynn. I love Philosopher Lynn. Do I hate myself or the person you all made me out to be? Like, what?
That is something that I journal about. I have the answer. I love who I am, but you can love who you are and still want to change aspects about yourself.
Sure.
You can love who you are and still have tons of imperfections and still fall in love with yourself. And I know that by loving myself, the only answer is that I am going to become a better version of myself. And that is all I want.
Okay.
I want to be a better version of me.
All right, let's get to.
Guys, so I've been doing this whole...
Let's get to, shall we?
Apartment thing. I've been playing phone tag. I've been playing email tag with all these apartments. And earlier I had my top 3, and now I have my top 2. So we're making progress. And it's like 2 places that I genuinely can see myself like happy at.
Well, let's go.
Excited for. So I wasn't expecting that. I'm trying to decide which one like should I apply for, or should I apply for both? Like, I just don't know.
No, don't. Why would you apply to both? Why would you try to both?
I don't know. You guys, your girl's about to put in an application.
She's doing a lot of this lately. What is that about? Who did you get that from?
Like that. I just can't believe this is happening. Sometimes I feel like I'm like maybe in a state of shock, and then it'll hit me, and then the emotions will come. I don't know. But I am officially about to put in an application to the apartment that I want.
Let's go.
And I am excited and nervous, and yeah, so I just wanted to give you guys that update because the ball is rolling, folks. Not me about to have my nightly meatballs. I've been having this every night for like 4 nights.
She has been having that in the videos that I recapped as well. It was not interesting enough to comment on, but here you are. I also just like, I'm trying to think of how or what advice I'd give to her to make the apartment searching more interesting. And I don't know what that would be to make it, like, something that would be more fun to watch. Because, like, I get that she can't, like, show actual photos of the place or things like that because people on the internet are weird and crazy. But it just feels like something is missing. Something could be more interesting about this whole process.
I feel like I'm just eating the same things every day. But I'm gonna have it with mustard tonight. I feel like that's gonna taste so good.
You don't want some cottage cheese?
So it's actually the next day. Did I wear purple yesterday? I feel like I did. I honestly don't even remember. But today is a 2-dayer in this vlog because I don't think I had enough footage yesterday. Yesterday was just
you actually had quite a bit, but I guess it was we are only 7.5 minutes in. How are we only 7.5 minutes into this video? Y'all are getting a long one from Zachary Mike today. I already told ya.
Full with the whole apartment thing, whatever it may be. So I just like don't even want to think about it today, but I will give you guys an update in a future vlog. I promise.
Work.
This is before I do my hair and my makeup, and we're gonna do an after, so I'll see you guys in 1 second. For me, it's gonna be like an hour. Okay, well, the hair is done.
There we go.
Makeup is done.
This is an improvement on whatever she had going on in the last screen. The ponytail was just throwing me off. It was throwing me off because I'm not used to seeing her with, like, a low pony like that. But looking great, Amberlynn.
I honestly think it's so weird how, like, right now I'm using my phone, and my last clips I was using my camera. How both my camera and my phone, like, the color ain't adding up. Like, what do I really look like? I don't know. Like, camera makes me look really washed out, really white. That's not what I look like. This makes me look more like yellow tone.
She's so irritating. Bessie, you look the goddamn same as you always look. It's not a matter of what you do or do not look like. It's just a matter of, like, the camera settings on your phone and on your camera. Like, you can change, like, the saturation and stuff like that. Listen, I'm not an expert on any of that shit, but I also film with the same camera with the same settings at all times. But, like, her just, like, not understanding that she just has different settings from her camera and her phone, and that they have different quality of cameras and stuff like that. Like, we get it! We get it. They're both fine. None of us are here because we're expecting expert cinematography from Amberlynn Reed. Let's move on. I'm tired of addressing this.
Like, yeah, I am yellow toned. I don't have, like, pink undertone. I have, like, the yellow undertone. But it's not as bad in person. Like, I'm looking at myself in this freaking...
Honestly, I think the problem is how much time you sit here and look at yourself in the viewfinder. I think that's the issue. That's the malfunction. We're used to seeing you both ways, and we're not bothered.
Mirror, and I'm just like, why can't anything just be accurate? I don't get it. Like
is she
weird?
Is she trying to say that it's not accurate because, like, she wants us to believe she looks like so much better in real life or something? I don't understand. I think it's fine. I think it's okay. I think you look exactly how I would expect you to look.
Okay, guys, so I'm about to make
what are we cooking?
And turkey kielbasa. You guys have seen me do this like 100 times.
Oh.
And we're going to be using this knife today, because why the heck not? Come for me, folks. Come for me.
I'm not gonna... Listen, I'm in my self-love era, but I will certainly not be coming for you. I'm in my self-love era. I'm only gonna come for me. But besides all of that, I love how she's acknowledging that, like, she's just repeating content. We're just here watching the same recipe we've seen a half a dozen times. And you know what? It's making me realize that apartment hunting footage, it is interesting. It is actually interesting. Make no changes to it. I'll take it. Let me not complain too much about it, because at least it's something different.
So I think I'm going to make a big batch of this so I can have some tomorrow.
Okay, meal prep.
So I'm just going to cut this whole onion. Usually I just do half at a time. All right. Everyone cuts differently, folks, so let's just be nice. It'll be okay, I promise. I like my onion pieces to be a little bit bigger than the average
Those
Joe
are huge.
And I also want, like, a ton of broccoli because I did want rice, but I told myself I don't really need it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut these guys off because
I will say this serrated like bread knife really is not the knife. I'm really trying to be nice about it because she did request, like, please be nice. Everybody gets differently. We're differently different over here, okay? Like, please be nice. But, like, this is really not effective for cutting onions or broccoli. I mean, I guess effective is maybe subjective because, like, is it cutting the onions and the broccoli? Sure. Is it the most effective way? Probably not.
it's a texture thing, folks. I have like a weird like aversion to certain textures where I just can't do it. Like at all. So to give a little update on the moving thing.
Oh, we're getting that?
I'm pretty sure I have the exact date that I'm moving.
Oh, yeah?
And I just don't really want to say anything right now because I don't want to, like, jinx it. You never know, like, you just never know what's going to...
I can't fucking wait for her to move. Listen, that's me giving her a win. I'm excited for her to move. I'm excited for new things. Because the reality is at a minimum we'll be in a new place. So even if she keeps cooking this fucking onion, turkey, sausage, kielbasa nonsense over and over and over again, at least it will be in a new place.
Gonna happen. Do you guys like broccoli?
I do.
I think broccoli tastes better raw, dipped in mustard.
Dipped?
Like it is...
Dipped in mustard?
I think broccoli tastes better raw, dipped in mustard. Like it is...
Dipped in mustard. That's what it is.
I wanted to cook it today. I figured I've had enough raw broccoli to last me a lifetime.
You know what? I'm curious. She said that she's cutting all these stalks off because it's a texture thing, which to some extent I do understand, although I do eat mine with the stalks on. Like, I don't love the texture of the stalk. But I'm like, when you eat it raw, are you just eating the little tree part? The little leaf part of the trees? Because, like, I feel like I've seen her just eat a whole thing of broccoli. I don't know that I've noticed her avoid the stalk when it was raw. That's just a question. That's just not a judgment, just a question.
Now it is time to cut my turkey kielbasa. Yes. I try my hardest not to cut meat on, like, wood. So that's why I changed the cutting board. So I'm just gonna cut them in half like that because I like smaller pieces. Turkey kielbasa is so good. I don't want to know what's in here because I'll get creeped out because I'm not a meat girly. No, as I'm sitting here cutting turkey kielbasa.
I love that she's always like, I'm not a meat girly. When it's like, okay, then don't eat meat. I don't understand why you keep eating it if you're not a meat girly. It just doesn't make no damn sense to me.
I swear, humans are walking hypocrites. It's so funny.
But it is
so
true.
Really to weigh myself.
You being one of the biggest, okay, one of the biggest hypocrites that's out here walking.
But I didn't. I really want to not do daily weigh-ins. Maybe every other day. Because I feel like I'll weigh myself tomorrow. Okay, so we have the onion going.
Girl, it's all made up. It's all made up rules of your own. Like, do whatever you want. I don't understand.
I have so much stuff from you guys in my P.O. box, but I don't know if I want to do a separate video. Like, I'm trying to decide if I want to...
Please do a whole separate P.O. box video. I would love to just skip on right on over that.
And it smells so good. I'm going to add some actual minced garlic. I don't have any fresh right now, but I do have this.
Girl, when have you ever had fresh garlic? When have you ever... Why are you clarifying you don't have any right now? Girl, I don't know that I've ever seen you use fresh garlic. Probably once or twice at some point, but you are always opening up that minced garlic jar. Which, like, live your truth, do whatever, but why are we pretending like that's not what we always use?
Okay, so it is finished. Now I'm going to add some tapatio on top. I used to add tapatio to literally everything, but I stopped. This stuff.
And when exactly did you stop? seen you in recent history put Tapatio on top of everything still.
It's so good. I'm back to using my phone again. Hi. This is so good. Oh my god. If you're an onion girly, you'll love it. Oh, this is so good. I didn't need rice at all. Like, at first I was so sad. I was like, I know I'm making the right decision, but like, I really want rice. I'm glad I didn't make any. So I just finished eating. It was so good. So I want to talk a little bit more about like what things I'm doing, like for self-love. One of them is I am...
Oh, did I just scare Poe? Banging my head on the desk. We didn't already have enough fucking self-love talk. I'm good. I'm so good. I don't need all of this. We get it. We got it.
I'm fixing my sleeping schedule. That has been hard. You guys know that I've struggled with that, and I've always struggled with that. I get it right, and then I mess it up again. Literally has been like this since I was a child.
And of course, the self-love we're going to talk about now is fixing your sleeping schedule. As though you haven't been trying to fix your sleeping schedule for the entirety of the time I've been watching you on the YouTube. It's like fucking Groundhog Day here. It's Groundhog Day.
It is trauma-induced. I've already talked to therapists about it. So right now I want to say like a few hours away from like the perfect sleeping schedule for me, because everyone's sleeping schedule is different. So that is something that I am making progress on. And the reason is because like my sleeping schedule recently was at like such a bad area, a bad spot, and it made me so unproductive. And with this self-love era and just like taking care of myself and taking care of things, like I need to be productive. And another thing I've changed, literally most of this changed the day I stopped getting high, which was on the 14th of August, which also...
She quit Delta 8 and now all her wildest dreams are coming true. She is the perfect human she's always wanted to be. That's all it took, besties. You just gotta quit the Delta 8.
Included no more soda. I was drinking diet soda. I was drinking regular soda. I'm talking like regular Dr. Pepper and regular root beer. Like, yikes. So now I'm just strictly drinking water, and that is literally it.
For how long? For how long?
Going through some of my Christmas stuff and some of my Halloween stuff. I'm just not really that much of a Halloween girly. So I feel like
I'm not that much of a Halloween girly, but look at this tote full of stuff from Halloween that I used to decorate for Halloween. She's such a lie. She's such a lie. She has like whole videos on her channel dedicated to like decorating for Halloween. Like, why are you fucking lying? Like, I don't understand.
I'm just gonna keep a couple things. I'm using my phone. I'm sure you guys could tell the quality has changed.
I don't give a shit.
I cooked my meal, but it doesn't matter. Okay.
It's about time to log off. I need to log off. How many times in this one video have we discussed the quality of her camera versus the quality of her phone? Like, listen, that vacation I went on wasn't long enough.
I'm not a Halloween girly. I'm not like 100% like a Halloween decor girly unless it's like cutesy. But
I'm not a Halloween decor girly, except that, again, I have an entire tote full of Halloween decor. How did that clarification help?
I'm a Halloween girly because I love to dress up and stuff. But, alright, let's do this. Okay, so I currently have the dryer going, so if you hear that in the background, that's what that is. But this is the Halloween stuff I'm going to get rid of. And then I'm literally just going to keep my cute pumpkins because I really like those. Guys, it is super late at night. Not me not using my camera.
I'm going to throw this computer. I'm going to throw it. No, I need this computer. Ooh, you can get these stickers on my merch store, but... Amberlynn, girl! What are we doing? I don't care if you're filming on your phone or your camera. Simply do not.
My expensive ass camera. I do that. I will use this for months and months and months and everything's fine. And then randomly one day I'm just like, hi phone, I missed you even though your quality sucks. So I do want to end this vlog, but before I do, I have a birthday freaking shout out that I want to give.
Can you just like imagine literally anybody caring about the quality of an Amberlynn Reid video? When you look at Amberlynn Reid, is quality the first word that comes to mind? No, it's not. I don't care.
I'm sorry that I look like I have bags under my eyes.
You look the same as you always do, bestie.
I'm going through a lot.
You look the same as you always do, bestie. You look the same as you always do.
Right now, okay. But from the bottom of my heart, I want to say, Sasha, sir, I love you, I appreciate you, and I hope that you have an amazing freaking birthday. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to end this vlog. I hope that you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you in my next one.
Happy birthday, Sasha. Happy birthday, bestie. All right, well, that's done. That's over with. It's done. It's finished, and I have nothing more to say about that. I do just want to thank Toon Blast once again for sponsoring today's video. Make sure to use my link down below, and you'll receive 3 hours of unlimited lives and 100 coins. And if you're brand new to my channel, make sure to subscribe to me down below. Hit the bell button so you get notifications every single time I post a new video. Make sure to leave me a comment, hit like, click share, and follow me on all my social media. I love you all so much, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!